The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will kick off to get us underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. At the 35, he's loose. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll line up for a second down play. Just buried it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Coming after him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They got it first down at the 42.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited.
He lets it fly. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Trojans! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The run from the shotgun. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he's got it inside the 35. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The sweet feet buy a little time. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
First down to start the drive after the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He leaves it with his back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Finds his tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 burn. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They've got to figure something out.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The running back has it. Turns it on in midfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to fire deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Finds his man in the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The Tigers will move the sticks. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 10 in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll need urgency and efficiency. 10 seconds left on the clock before halftime. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 on play. Brings up 2nd down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, USA 14, Auburn 10.
And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. How about that return? He may not get credit for a touchdown, but if they can pay it off, that score's set up by the return man. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Right, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Wuerffel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to NC State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do.
Oh, look out! And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good.
That makes the score USC 21, Auburn 13.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. On the move at the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, USC. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you...
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Trojans! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at 30. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
Touchdown, Auburn. Number 18, Halsey in the end zone.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to NC State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. Offense facing.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Off play action. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Auburn! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
With the grab and the scoop.
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. Trying to pound it in. He is denied. Stopped short of the goal line. Trying to tie the game, and he will not get the two-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Here they come on second down, trying to put this game away. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part and the meat of this schedule now is coming up. You play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potentially.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That's going to do it for